Oh, sorry, I was on Brawl Stars. It's my bad. I just wanted to give a quick PSA about the upcoming episode. So first off, last time it seems like there was some confusion. The top 10 Marvel movies episode was a part one. This is also a part one. Um, I try not to cut people off. I try to let people, go on their tangents if they want to go on tangents, but sometimes that means the episodes run long. This was another one that went for like 2 hours. So just to be clear, this is tier list part one. And then the second thing is that this was the first time that I was flipping screens for a podcast, so there was also some technical difficulty there. The cameras going on and off and stuff like that. So just bear with me. It's gonna be this is a good one. We got our first celebrity guest. That's big too, and I'm gonna stop rambling because I know you want to get to it, and I want to get back to this anyways. So enjoy. All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 5. We've got two new guests here. Introduce yourselves. We'll start with Charlie, who's over here.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Good intro. And below, I know, guys, you never thought I'd be able to get a celebrity this big, but I got him. The one, the only Kibby. Please, Kibby. I need a beautiful introduction from you. Go ahead.
Yo, first, I just want to shout out everyone at Kibby, especially the social media team, man. They be going crazy with their posts, and it's an honor to be here. I'm very, very, very looking forward to doing this podcast. I'm super
Sacred Heart
excited,
Media Team,
especially
man.
now,
Can't beat
especially
it.
now. Like I know you're gonna talk about maybe talking about Mario Kart maps.
Spoiler. Didn't even get to say it. But yes, if I want anyone to announce it, it's you. Beautifully said. Also, if my lighting is ass, guys, nothing I can do about it. We're just gonna have to deal with it.
I got my ring light, bro. Look at this. I'm an influencer.
Yo, this kid's an influencer.
Bro. Full influence action. I love it. Okay, so Kibby, also known as Kirby, aka Nick Turbies, aka D1 Soccer Star, that's him. Um, yeah, shout out. He kind of started to spoil the topic for today. We're doing. Well, what do you know about this? What do you know about this?
I
This was
played
in,
it.
if you haven't seen, go watch the top 10 best video games of all time. This is in it. I think this is like my number 3 or 4. One of the best games ever. Charlie's passionate. Kibby's passionate. We're going to do tier list today. We're going to build one together. Charlie and I already have separate ones that are, just for how we wanted to do it. And then our good man Kibby here is going to help us settle some of the harder debates. He's kind of going to be like, if Charlie has a map in S and I have a map in A, right? Well, where the hell does it go? There's nothing in between. That's where this guy comes in to help settle that, for example. Or if they're on so far opposite ends of the spectrum, where is it? The middle, the semi-middle, where does it go? That's this guy right here.
Yeah,
The Soul Element
basically,
of Mario Kart.
my fucking word stands, so you two can go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
Yo, he's sticking it to the man, this guy. So we're gonna work backwards. We're gonna go F through S, obviously. And let me switch to scene 2 real quick so you guys can take a look at this. Blanked tier list. Um, Back. Okay, you guys just noticed a cut. Oh no, it's not live. Who knew? Um,
Not me.
let's go to scene 2 again. This is the blank map. We're gonna start strong.
Okay.
Maple Treeway.
I mean, what really needs to be said? That's S tier. Next map. Next map.
I mean, listen, Kib, I don't know what you're gonna say, but I fully agree with Charlie. Maple Treeway is, I mean, that's my favorite map in the entire game.
Oh,
Um,
Shout out
no, I
Wiggler.
definitely think, I honestly think the what makes it so good too is it's not too long and it's not too short.
That's what my
So
girlfriend
kind
said to
of a
me last
good
night.
race time.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Fair enough.
Next map, please.
Next map, thank you, Charlie. Let's go with, I'm gonna just start bouncing around here crazy. Mario Circuit.
Okay. Well, I got it pretty middle of the pack. It's a good map. Mario Circuit. There's like four of them in this game.
This is just the
This one,
classic Mario circuit.
it's classic. It's a race for sure. It's one of the maps in Mario Kart. That's why it's C tier. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me.
I
Interesting.
think one thing that draws me away from it, I literally any map that has like the chain chomp dudes, bro, I can't stand it
That's a skill
because I
issue.
always end up drifting and then
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
hit them and then I'm tight.
Nick, I'm gonna have to disregard what you said just because Charlie's right. I mean, that comes down to a skill issue. That's like saying I don't like maps with cliffs. You know what I mean?
Mm. So where you
Yeah,
have it?
but at least you're not at risk of falling off the map. But still, it's just annoying.
I
It is
have it
annoying.
at
When that happens, it's annoying. I'll
it's
say
at the
that.
very bottom of my B tier. So I think that it is just slightly deserving of being outside of C, but not good enough to be anywhere near the top of the pack of the Bs either. Like it is on the cusp for me between B and C.
Yeah, I either top of C or bottom of B, I think. Because I don't think it's the worst ever, but
So where are you putting it? You're Saul Goodman. You're making the.
I'm probably gonna put it, to be honest, at the top of C because one thing that does make it, even though one part that's redeeming is the driftability. I feel like there's a lot of curves, so you could drift a little bit more. But I also hate the end of the map with the bridge. That is also something that I don't like as well.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
lot of good maps. Putting it B, I don't know. There's a lot of good maps.
No, I
So
mean,
And we're
listen,
also couldn't
Kibby's
adjust.
word is final. Kibby's word is
mm,
final. And you know
yeah,
what? Like I
true.
said, it's at the bottom of my B. So starting it off at the top of C, I'm totally fine with. I think that that's valid. Um, let's go on to another one. Okay, this one I think we're going to be differing opinion on. So let's do this one next. DS Yoshi Falls.
Well, what's the first letter of that race called?
D.
D tier.
No
It's
way.
just a
Wait,
big
actually?
oval. It's a big oval.
Dude, I have it in
A
D tier
big
as well. I'm
circle.
shocked. I thought you were going to suck
Nah,
this
it's
map.
so shit.
I fully thought you were going to be
Yeah.
downing it.
It's only not F because I like Yoshi, and it's a cool like, you know, the scenery. It's nice. You're on a waterfall, but you're just driving. It's like NASCAR. You're just making a left turn. That's actually a right turn. Yoshi
Yeah.
Falls, but
I mean, listen, Kibby, you feel free to weigh in here, but it's already decided D since we actually lined
No,
up on
and
this
also
opinion.
another part of it is like I said, even though there's driftability in this map, you're only
a
drifting
lot of
one
it.
way. But bro, like you said, I have a skill issue to where I just consistently fall off the map because of the falls part of it. It sucks.
Falls part of it.
Like
Yeah, I mean, based on the title, at least 33% of the map, if not more. The falls part of it.
Yeah, no shortcuts. No mid.
Okay. Let's move on to our next map. Let's do drum roll. Um, Koopa Cape. Let's do Koopa Cape. I think that's a good next one.
I was born and raised at Koopa Cape. I great people over at Koopa Cape. Good family. Very very nice people. If there was an S plus, it would be there. Probably my favorite map personally. So yeah, S, easy S.
you know,
Cool
one part I
underwater
like
area
about this
with the
map.
eels. Come on. Oh,
One part
shortcuts.
I like about this map is the shortcut ability of this map.
Dude loves throwing ability on the
Those
end of
shortcuts
phrases.
of this map are insane.
Nah, if you have a mushroom, you could take that close right turn on the waterfall towards the end, and then you got the water when you first get to the water. There's the off road where you can boost on as well, and you can go to the right of the big shell. I will say there are not a lot, but the gimmick, the speed up on the water is dope, and the
I
giant
agree.
spinny electric things are cool. They suck when you get hit by them, but nah, it's a lot of moving parts, and whew, just the views. I could live at Koopa Cape. I might retire there. I don't know.
Also, just a
I
little
will say that this
PSA.
map is long, though. Map
My
is so
fucking allergies been
long.
going nuts today. so I'm definitely gonna have to blow my nose a few times. Um, so Charlie, I gotta agree with you on a lot of fronts here. I understand with your family being raised in there and all. It's a good spot. I understand that, but I gotta say, it's not S for me. I don't have it S
I don't
because
think it either.
I've got S saved for the Maple Tree ways of this game, and I just don't see Cape. I just don't see it up there. And now listen, I respect the family, I do, and that's why I've got it at a high A because
I think it's a high A as well. I was literally gonna say high A.
I've got to
They're
say
not gonna
high
like
A.
that back there. I'm gonna go back there and they're like, yo, you didn't set them straight about Koopa Cape, but like
Water
here's
boost,
your
I love
opinion.
it. The tube underwater area, I like all that. There's just there's just a difference between Koopa Cape and Maple Treeway. It's a fundamental difference that it's almost hard to explain. It's just like that energy.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Nick,
listen,
from the
final
S
words
from
on
the S.
Kib, but I
No,
say
I'm going
hi.
high A.
All right, let me
There's still,
You're busting
I
my
still
balls
think
here.
there's a lot more maps that will beat that out.
I
All
think
right.
Gibby is
All right.
purposely busting your balls now.
No, I'm not.
Yo, don't you
Bro,
dare try to
DK
come to Koopa
Mountain? Are
Cape,
you
bro.
kidding me? I'm not putting that in the same category as Koopa Cape.
All right. All right.
Let me fucking put this in the list.
No hate though. It's okay. We can
Nah,
agree
great
to
map.
disagree.
Great map.
All right, Koopa Cape's been put in A. So let me once we
Yeah, I
get to
don't.
map 5, I'll do a quick recap of what we're looking at. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go on to the next. Let's do GameCube. We're gonna do GameCube Mario Circuit.
Okay, another one. Let's see. Where I have it on my list.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick peek as well. All right, I got it.
GameCube Mario Circuit, not GameCube. Wait, where is it?
But it will
I'm
be
sorry.
GCN Mario Circuit. I think.
Oh, okay. I could pull up a picture. I'm gonna look at it and know it's a shithole. It's D tier. It's such a mid map. I don't think there's like anything cool about it. There's some turns, and then there's some more turns. But I mean, what they might have a Goomba or two. Nah, mid map. Nah, D
I
tier.
think it's pretty generic. I don't think there's anything special about it.
Okay, so I
I feel
understand.
like
I do understand your immediate go to D tier. So that it is in C for me. It's towards the bottom of C, and I'll tell you why. It's because for me at least, when I'm putting anything in D or F, it's because it's not just because it's mid. It's because there's a part of it that actually makes me mad. That and
Mm,
I believe you're probably doing the same thing as well. But for that map, like you said, you're like, there's nothing special about it. Maybe a Goomba or two, it's mid. And in my mind, when I'm just thinking pure mid, but when I play it, all I'm thinking is, oh, this is mid. Like when I play Yoshi Falls, I'm like, who the fuck made this? It's a fucking a 5 second lap,
yeah.
so short. You didn't get creative. You could have made a Yoshi map, like you could have made it sick, and you didn't. You chose to be lazy, But
I
for
did.
this, it's a decently sized course. It's just boring. So that's why for me, I say C. Throw that shit right in the middle. What do you think?
Yeah, I had
and
a
I
top
don't know.
three.
Top of
I
D for
think
you.
either
Okay.
top, I think bottom of C or top of D, to be honest with you. And like I said, bro, before for the first map, bro, anything with the chain dudes, they suck. Especially when you're coming around the end and he's right there, bro, and you could just get hit by it just to ruin your whole race. It kind of sucks.
We're going to see a common theme here with you today. Well, let's say
Yeah,
this
there is a comment.
again.
We
Final
all
words
suck.
on you, but we just had one of my placements go through. I'm totally fine with the D placement if that's what we're coming to right now.
I don't think D is warranting though. I feel like it's like
It doesn't
Really?
bottom
fit
of
in with my
C.
C tier maps. My C tier maps, I see them and I'll be like, okay, there's some good parts. This one doesn't do it.
But
Interesting.
like he said, like the person said, bro, this has a good length to it. I feel like it's not too long. It's kind of just like an 8, honestly. I mean,
Eight's way too long. But
Bro's fucking with the length now.
mm.
no,
Oh
length
god.
matters, but
All
it's
right,
not
final verdict,
everything.
All
Nick.
right, yo, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie's right. Make a verdict here.
Oh, but no, okay, then bottom of C.
Bottom of
I don't
C.
hate that. I
Okay.
don't hate
Yeah.
that.
Let me make the switch here. What did we just say? GCN Mario Circuit. That's GameCube. Bottom of C. All right, we're gonna do a quick recap of what we've gone through so far. All right. So we've got an S tier, just Maple Treeway, only S tier map we've said so far. Koopa Cape is an A by itself. B is blank, no B's yet. C, we have Mario Circuit and GameCube Mario Circuit. D, we have Yoshi Falls. F is blank. No F tier map. I'm very curious to see what the
I
F tier
think that's
maps are.
I think that's okay. I think that's good so far.
You know what I
Charlie,
hate about this tier list? They put the text in yellow. I can't read them.
yeah, it's so fucking annoying, dude. It actually that was pissing me off the most when I was making it.
Right? I
It's
try to change the text.
yeah, it's bullshit. Kept
I
not being able to read it and shit. I was like, this is so fucking
would have
stupid.
to look at like an angle. It's
Also,
like 2
guys,
a.m. in my bedroom. I'm fucking blinding myself staring at yellow text.
to the audience, as I move between screens and shit, sometimes the screen is gonna like go black or whatever. Just bear with me.
Like, what are you doing?
The screen's gonna
Right.
go black, guys. Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying because
God,
I'm like
it's
the
so smart.
technology. It's free. Shit happens. I don't want the comments. Oh, it's going in and out. I know. Just fucking relax. Also follow Kibby on Instagram. Just kidding. I'll literally decline your request if you try to follow that. So too bad. Okay, so that was our
Going
that
public
number.
soon.
Moving on to number. What'd you say?
Going public soon.
It
We're still
might
in
go
the works.
public.
We're trying to get the rights, you know what I'm saying, legality of it. Yeah, we got our governance team working really hard, so just give us time.
Yeah, the biggest thing is we want to make sure that we don't ruin Kibby's college offers. So we got to be very careful with how we
Oh, he's
cover up
already
stuff.
locked in, yo. All right,
Yeah, like
moving
this one
on.
where he's
Moving on.
going boobies. That one will definitely help. That one's so
Can
good.
you put that on screen real quick? No, 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 no.
Nah, I can't. I'll cancel him. I'll cancel him. Can't. Whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Let's see what map we're gonna do next. Let's do Mushroom Gorge.
Great map. Great map. Right at the start, you got the option to turn left. I've never done that in my whole life. I don't think I've ever done that. Even if you're trying to bag an item, like why would you turn there? And then you got the mushroom part in the cave, one of the best spots in the whole map. Like in the whole game.
I was
It's
about to say
dope.
in the whole game.
I always go on the right though. I always take the right way. The top way is a little risky and I feel like it's probably slower too. And then there's also I've never gotten it off, but there's a crazy shortcut you can do where you can just skip the whole map, and it's just iconic. It's a very iconic map. It's not S tier because it is pretty simple, pretty easy, but it's in my A tier, solidified A tier for me.
So
I also think it's so unique.
what'd you
Mm.
say, Nick?
But I think it's a super unique map. I don't think there's a lot like it in the game other than this map.
There's not.
The
There never
mush-
will be. There never was. Never is.
They never remade that shit, right?
I mean, it's like it's in Switch, for
Okay.
example. You know, like they'll remake it, but it's the exact same thing, just with like maybe better texture packs. Um, what I was gonna say about it is, I let nostalgia take over because this is one of my few S tier maps, and I'll tell you why. The reason being because when I think of Mushroom Gorge, that is like when I think Mario Kart, that's honestly it. Even though that's not my top S tier map, Mushroom Gorge is just the one that I think of. Like you say, Mario Kart Wii map, and then the first map that comes to my mind is Mushroom Gorge. Like that is the classic. That is the one. That's just, and it's not my favorite map. It's not. Maple Treeway is my favorite map. I'll stand by that till the day I die. But it's hard to not put
Uh,
this in S. Like I feel like I'm doing it a disservice putting it in A. But that's just me. Kid, weigh in on it.
It's so tough for me because I do agree with that nostalgic sense, but aside from the cave part, I mean, how much does it really have to offer? And I do think
Whoa,
I
that's
think it's a high
crazy. Dude,
A, to
that's
be honest.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
I do think it's a high A tier map, but I don't think I could put it in S, knowing that what we have in front of us, and I know I'll be able to fix this later.
He walked away.
I just
You
don't
you
think I can
you,
put
you,
it in
you broke
S.
his heart, Nick. Nah, I agree.
Sorry.
I definitely when I think of Mario Kart, that's one of the first maps I think of, but it doesn't do enough for me. I don't know. Definitely great map, definitely top, but there are better maps.
I think top of A, I think for me. This is definitely better than, I will say this is a better map than Koopa.
I respect it.
That's good.
I respect it. It's okay. No big deal.
I'm
Let's
sorry.
let me just put that in A real quick.
Great map. Great map.
Wait, are we putting it ahead or behind Koopa Cape?
Ahead of Koopa.
Okay,
It's
I agree with
blasphemy.
I agree
We're
with that.
both upset at him.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So what we've got right now, new spot for that. Okay, let's move on to the
Regain
next.
yourself.
I'm good. I'm good.
Regain yourself.
Let's go to the next map. Let's do Coconut Mall.
Do I really do can we go to the next map? Like I feel like this is like if anything reminds you of Mario Kart, if you think of any map, you're thinking Coconut Mall.
I mean,
Escalators, you got that shortcut on the right side on the top floor. You got that big ass ramp, that's gotta be like the biggest ramp in the whole game. And then the Mii's in the cars, like
Mii's in the cars are
they,
one of the best parts because it's your
they
Mii's,
take
bro.
it out of Ultimate too, which blows my mind.
Your
If we're
Mii's.
talking Ultimate, it's lower, but Mario Kart Wii, Coconut Mall, yeah, and the tune that goes with it, the music,
The
everything.
dun dun
It's
dun 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 dun. It's great.
cinema.
Dun 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 dun
And
dun.
I might be playing devil's advocate here, but what do you think the meme has done to this map in terms of its popularity and nostalgia factor?
I think there's some fucking posers. I think there's posers. I think there's people that because of the meme, they'll be like, oh, think about it. Charlie, let me ask you this question. Is this your, just straight up yes or no, is this your favorite map in the game?
It's on my list. It's number 5.
Exactly. So he's got it high up, which so do I, but it's neither of our favorites because we're not posers. All those people that came in after the meme, because of the meme, they're like, oh, Coconut Mall, best map in the game. It's like, bro, go fuck yourself. You're only saying that because you think it's like cool because of the meme. You just got Coconut Mall. It's my favorite map. Yeah, go fuck yourself. It's not your favorite map. You're a liar. The real players, like Charlie and I, we understand that it's not the best one, but it still deserves to be recognized as one of the best because it's sick.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
easy S tier.
I definitely will put it 4 or 5 in my rankings.
I do have an S tier though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hope those at home. I hope you're playing along, making your tier list. I'd love to see them. Send them in
I
the
like.
I do
comments.
think this is a map as well.
Get some engagement. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Engagement. Make a fucking tier list. I'll put the link to the tier list maker in the description so people can fucking go to the same one that we're using. Wait, what? You didn't say. I don't think you said your letter, Charlie.
S.
Oh, you have an S. Okay, cool, great. So we both have an
It's
S.
S.
Well,
Hands down.
And I think this is also S as well. But I
great,
Oh,
do
good.
yeah, it's
think there's a
unanimous.
few that are better than it.
That like Maple
But this
Treeway
is very select.
for certain.
It's like Steph Curry in 2016. That's the type of energy I'm getting off Coconut Mall right now.
Okay. If you were to compare Maple Treeway to a player and in time, tell me.
Mm. I would say like LeBron in '06.
LeBron '06. Okay.
Yeah, just you know,
Just a
LeBron
beast of a
is the
specimen.
wiggler in the map, and I'm not gonna elaborate because I'll be here all day.
I think that's valid. If I was to make a football reference, I would say that Maple Treeway to me is like primetime Bo Jackson on the Raiders.
Shit,
Guy was
Koopa
playing
Cape,
football and baseball at the same time and still dominating.
Koopa Cape, Randy Moss. Then, so that's all I'm saying.
Yo, hey, valid.
All right, yeah, let's keep it moving. We've harped
Okay.
on this map enough.
Okay, so let me put it on. We're putting Coconut Mall and S tier behind Maple Tree Way. All right. Let's move on to our next map. Let's do DS Desert Hills.
Mm.
All right, I've got where I keep it.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Please.
Pretty basic map. I mean, yes, pretty limited system. So you couldn't have all the cool shit, but that's the one with the fire guys, right? The tall fire guys.
Yeah.
They're on. I think they're on multiple desert maps. They're the. You're talking about the spiky fucking things.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, not yeah. No, they're not fire.
The fire
Yeah.
ones I think that you're thinking of are from Grumble Volcano.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay. You're talking about like
But
they're like
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Fuck them. I always hit into them.
yeah.
But there's not a lot going on. But I think Kibby's gonna get a lot out of this map just because there's loads of shortcut opportunities. Like the one where you can go to the left of the pyramid.
And no chain
Some
chomps.
shortcut. No chain chomp.
That's big
Yeah.
for Kib.
Just like cool
Another thing with
shortcuts,
this
the
though,
hills you
this gives
can.
me such Birio nostalgia. I feel like I've played this so many times with Birio specifically. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
that's
we
not
should
going
do
to be
that.
influencing my decision in what is
Oh,
made
I
here.
actually one of my maps is heavily Burio influenced, I will say. Just one.
Fuck your cannon. But just going off hills with the what is it, super mushroom, special mushroom, just spamming that, going over hills. It would be lower, but because of that, I have it C tier. Not super high, but I like the map. Got some charm to it.
This is a nice easy one, Charlie. I agree with you. It's in the lower half of my C, but it's in my C. So the
I
question is,
think
what do
it's
we
also
currently
C.
have in C tier? We have Mario Circuit and GameCube Mario Circuit. So really, I think we'll leave this one up to Kibby. Where do you want it in relation to those two maps?
I
We've got
think
two Mario
honestly,
Circuits.
just because of my nostalgia towards it, I'll put it further than them. I
So
feel like
like the most ahead
this
in
is
C.
more unique. Yeah.
That's a great choice. That's where it is on my list.
Hey, I'm totally cool with that. I gotta like, once we get to the end, I'll go back and forth to see how mine compares. But it's a very low stakes map for me. I would have been fine if you had said D. It would have been fine if you said B. Honestly, like
Yeah.
I don't have like a
The
heavy
furthest I
opinion.
would put it is the bottom of B, and I don't even think I could put it
Yeah, I
there.
don't think I could put it
It
big.
seems so
B's
middle of the
heavy.
road for me. That's why I think C is a perfect place for it. I feel like it's an undeniable C, which is why we both said it. We're all in agreement here easily. All right, um, we'll do our next one. Let's do DS Delfino Square.
Oh,
Now, Delfino Square, where do I begin? When I think of this game, this is the one that brings me back to Christmas 2010 or whenever I got this game. It's one of the first maps you get. It's in one of the early cups. And yeah, I mean, there's that cool shortcut that goes onto the dock that I can never hit. There's another one a little ahead of it. Got that cool ramp that goes up and you can hit a cool jump. I always feel like I get Mario Karted on this map too, which I'll neither say here nor there. But I personally would put it S, but I couldn't put it that high just because it's one of my favorites. So I have it top of A tier, and it's a little biased, I will admit, but that's where it is for me. And the song slaps. The song, best song in the whole game.
The song is good. Here, take this from me. You grab this, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I was just giving that to you because I'm gonna have to shit on your dreams a little bit here. This is our first major disagreement. It's our first major disagreement. So I have,
Won't say you got it B tier. I
bro.
mean, B tier I'll be happy with, but
I
anything
have
lower than
this.
that.
I have this map at the top of D.
no, you don't, bro.
All right, just
One of
hear
the
out my.
coolest
I'll
shortcuts
hear
in
you
the
out.
game.
I'm willing to hear
Hear
you
me
out,
out. Hear
but
me out. both of you.
Banger song too.
I knew this was going to be a controversial opinion. This map for me was always like you have like that memory associated with it. I don't have that. I have pain and suffering associated with this map. Those goddamn boxes
Mm,
piss me off so much because
mm.
it's not like it pissed me off because it's not like you get hit by the box and you like spin out like how you hit a banana. It just kind of bounces you backwards, and it's
It
like
stops you.
it's not a full spin out, which I'd almost prefer. It's almost like a tease, like hey, like a little like fuck you. Those
And then it
boxes
drops
piss
a
me off.
banana right in front of you just to rub salt in the wound.
Yeah. So that
Ah,
part of it. Now listen, I understand the we go back to the skill issue argument, and I'm not saying that this is a skill issue thing. I'm not saying that that's the sole reason. But I have bad memories of young me who did have skill issues with those fucking boxes. It was always when you're turning to the area where you can see the water. Right as you turn, if you turn too sharp, there's like 3 or 4 boxes waiting to fucking pummel you down. The amount of first places that I lost, forget it. Playing Birio is even worse because
mm.
it's like just a whole nother demon there. You get hit by one of those boxes and things just start to change. Um, I have just negative memories associated with Delfino,
The
and
boxes
that's
can't hurt you here, Ant. This is the internet safe space. The boxes can't get to you here. All right.
now. I think we need to follow a general format for when we have a major disagreement, which is that if we're far apart like this, it cannot go in mine, but it also cannot go in yours. It has to
Yeah,
be in
that's
B or
fair.
C, which is up to Kibby, obviously. I'm based on what we
And
said so far. I assume it's gonna be in high B, but I think that's the best way to do it.
no, I think honestly, the part of the bridge, the part of the bridge is cool, but as you know, I also have consistent skill issues with this, and I often fall off the bridge,
That's
and
even
I just
better,
end up
bro.
getting pulled to the front.
I don't even know how you
Also,
manage that.
Me
Wow.
neither. This is a way
also,
funnier thing.
the just the like DePersio said, bro. Those fucking walls that put you in the corner, and oftentimes, if you are just going, you just get it's like Ray Lewis hitting you in the hole. Like you just stop. Like there's no momentum whatsoever. And obviously, when I try drifting as well and I bump into the wall, it just ruins everything. And I'm
It's
just
a
so
very
slow.
tight map, very close quarters. I'm nasty on the drift
I
with
don't
my
mind the
when
close quarters, Charlie. I
And
really don't mind them. I care about the goddamn boxes.
Nick, where you putting it?
I'm putting it in C
Oh
Whoa.
because
Whoa. This is an
God.
because
unexpected
bro,
development.
because frankly, I think it's still better than the desert map that we first talked about. I think
Way
it's
better.
still better than that because there is still some redeeming factors that I can put my skill issues aside and be like, okay, that's a cool feature. But I still don't think this is even B tier.
Well, that puts it at the top of C then. If you're putting it ahead of the desert map, it's top of C.
Yeah, that's okay, I think.
I
I
thought
feel
I
like
was
that's
being
okay.
nice putting an A tier, yo. I was like, I'll put an S tier. Now it's fucking C tier, bro. I should have put an S.
If you put it as yeah, but Kib would have still put it C.
Yeah, whatever. Best song at all the maps.
And
Go
that's why
listen
it's
to
not
it.
that's why it's not
Go
I
fucking
would
listen.
F.
maybe consider putting bottom of B, but I don't think this is
Well, this is
anything
something I
higher
wanted to
than
do
B and
actually.
B.
So keep that thought in mind. Once we make the whole list, I'm gonna let everybody get one free jump or drop of their choosing without anybody else's input.
No, for me, bro.
One free jump or drop. So, for example, which Kibby would never do this, but he could say, like, I want Maple Treeway to be dropped to A tier, and then it would be at the top of A. That's an
Okay.
example. So you could take any map and make it higher or lower. So if you wanted to bring Delfino to B, Charlie, for example, as your move,
Yeah,
but we'll all get one free move in the final thing. I think that'll make it interesting. If there's anything that really
Nice.
pissed you off, you can get your get back. All right.
That's fine.
Let's move on to the next one. Let's do N64 Mario Raceway.
Um, Let me look up a picture real quick, just so I can talk
Oh
about it,
yeah.
because there's so many fucking Mario everything, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Yeah,
talk first while you look at that picture because
yeah, you got it.
I again have very little opinion. Pretty much all of my C's, I don't have much opinion on because if I put it in C tier, it means it doesn't make me mad. Like I have no gripes with the map, but I think it's just like so like middle of the road. That's why I'm putting it in the middle fucking tier because and everyone's allowed to think of the tier system differently. But the way that I've always that I make my tier list is like if I'm throwing you in C, it's because I could give a fuck about you. You don't piss me off. You don't thrill me. You're kind of just like there. And I'll race you. I'll race you and I'll play burial on you and fine. As long as you give me enough length to get to complete it in a timely fashion, fine. Stay in C. This lives in C for me. I have nothing more to say. You two can take the rest of the conversation here. I'll listen.
Yeah, no, I also got a C tier.
Ah,
Has nothing going on. Has absolutely
I think
nothing
this
going
is
for it.
I think this is also I would honestly put this lower than the two Mario circuits too because there's two reasons for me. One, there's zero boostability. I feel like this map you're just driving straight the whole time and there's just no boost or any there's maybe a couple item boxes but there's like nothing. And also, I feel like there's a little bit less driftability too. There's only like two big turns maybe, and while I mean I guess it's the same on the other Mario circuits, I feel like this is just more mid than the other two before that.
okay.
I got one more thing for it. Yeah, no, the map is like a ghost town. It's like almost liminal the way that there's just like nothing going. There's like a one
Yeah.
tree in the distance. It's like kind of scary. But when I get my special mushroom and I can just fly off road like wherever I want. There's so much room for just like taking shortcuts. Like there's one turn where you can go to the right of the pipe. That's a big one. But there's loads. There's on the turn that's like to the left in the middle of the race, you can just go straight up it. That's the only reason it's not in D tier. I can see how someone could put it there, but I just love just like same with Desert DS, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
You can
dry
just
desert
off
was it? I
road.
think or desert hills.
No, it's the Desert Hills. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love me a good map where I can just off road and just cheese, and it's good for that. And that's about it, though.
So that means, based on what you said and Kibby said, we're putting it at bottom of C. It's at the very back. Which I mean, I'm
I think
fucking
that's
totally fine
fair.
with that. Let's do next SNES Mario Circuit 3.
Yeah, no, that's the first F tier of the day. I,
Whoa!
I I
Whoa!
can't put these SNES maps high. Like I can't. I'm physically incapable. You're flat, you know. You're just on a flat track. There's like some oil slicks. Whoa, what a cool feature, an oil slick. I know they're just paying homage to the original, which I never played because, this is like one of my first consoles, so it's just like, technology advanced, you got cannons and crazy jumps and it doesn't have any of that stuff, so I put it F tier. It's really boring.
I put
I know
it
you like
in B tier, actually. This is our another major disagreement here. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think I knew you'd have it lower than B, but I didn't think you put it in F. So I'll tell you why I have it in B because you're probably like that's actually pretty high for such a plain map. So for me, when I think of OG Mario Kart. So remember how I said when I think of Wii, I think of Mushroom Gorge? When I think of OG Mario Kart, I think of the fucking Yellow Road Rainbow Blocks. Like I fucking think of that. Like it's, and that's again, I'm letting nostalgia and classicness because I used to play, like this is like high school, so it was like 5 years ago or whatever. I used to play the emulator on my computer all the time, of the SNES version. So I have actually played it. I just always liked this map. It just always like it seems like such a classic Mario Kart map to me. Yellow Road, Rainbow Blocks, like that's like you show somebody. I'm telling you, you show like someone that's probably like I don't know, probably like 30 years old, like 90s babies or whatever. If you show them top row is Rainbow Blocks, second row is just like the color yellow, I would be I bet good money they'd be like, oh, Mario Kart. Like they would think that, you know what I mean? Because that's how classic it is. And I like racing it, like on Switch or Wii or any of the renditions. I race it and I enjoy it, even though it's simple. That's actually a map where I actually like the simplicity of it because of the nostalgia catering.
Nick, I'd
I
love
hate
to
to be
hear
the
you.
Debbie Downer here, but I think I'm gonna have to lean with Charlie with this one, man. This map to me is like buying an iPhone 4S
All
right
right,
now.
yo. All right, yo.
Sure, you
Yeah, it was
can.
probably a
Sure, I
banger
think
at the
it's.
time.
I think it is very original, and I really think that some people can appreciate the um kind of originality and like this is definitely like a pioneer map. I feel like like older Mario Kart times. I feel like this probably slapped. Like damn, just like having an iPhone 4S back in the day. Like
Bro,
bro, you had Siri on your
That's a
phone.
great analogy.
You know what I mean? But now, bro, I feel like it's just
Got the different
outgrown.
colors
It's
on the
just been
back.
outgrown.
Mm.
I really think that I hate to say it, but I think I would even put it below the last map we just did. I
like you're
think I'm
saying
thinking
you wanted at the
I'm thinking top of D tier with this map. If you want to be real with you,
I mean, it's allowed, it's within the rules, but fuck, man. Top of D is a crazy drop. I know how you feel now, Charlie.
Yeah,
I'll
but
respect
Delfino
it.
Square is goated. That map sucks. It's good for beer, because it's short and you just have to chug your beer, which I do
um,
anyway.
all right, so we're putting this SNES Mario Circuit 3 top of D. Um, it stings a little, but I'm not like that attached to it. It's not like putting Maple Treeway anything below us. That I'd have to freak out if that happened, but it didn't, so that's okay. Um, let's move on to our next. Let's do Luigi Circuit.
Mm. This is like, the first map you load into, I feel like. It's one of the ones they use in the intro. So, but again, it's just another Mario circuit, except it's the Brothers circuit, which I have slightly lower. The only redeeming quality of this map is that giant wall with the boost pads. Whenever I hit that, I feel sick. But yeah, I can't put it any higher than C2. Eh.
and I completely. I mean, I'll let the person speak first, but
I have it in B tier.
Okay.
So this one is. Remember when you said the thing about Christmas and like being a little kid, 2010, whatever. This one is it for me. I remember before I even had a Wii, my grandma got one as like a family Wii. And I remember my brother and my uncle playing Luigi Circuit, and my brother saying to me, "Oh, Bullet Bill Bike is the best one for this map." And I remember it was my first time. I was like, "Oh, I want to try it." First time ever playing, I loaded up as Yoshi in the Bullet Bill Bike, or no, not Yoshi. Was it a Koopa Troopa? I think he's the one that fits in it. Um, regardless, Bullet Bill bike, going around that wall of boosts. It was simple enough to because I was like, I don't know, I was like 6 or something, you know what I mean? Simple enough to where I was able to complete it, but still had like some flair to it, Like there's a shortcut right by those boosts. You can take a mushroom through the grass off a little ramp and then take the boosts around.
Oh, man.
So I appreciate that I feel like it takes Mario Circuit and kind of just like makes it better because that's like pretty much all the Mario circuits. I think I have all the Mario circuits in C tier, but this is an objectively better version of Mario Circuit. Luigi's Circuit is just better, which is why I'm like, I don't think it's appropriate to put them in the same tier category. I feel like he should be one above. But yeah, that's just me.
Shout out the bullet bike though. That was my go-to when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
Flame Runner now, but
Yeah,
Bullet
no,
Bike back
it was
then.
bullet bike, mock bike, flame runner.
Well,
That's the
Mock Bike
evolution
is
chain.
also fire. But Nick, why don't you give us? I mean, you're
I think another
between.
part of this map that people are sleeping on is, bro, this map kind of has aura, bro. Like you go around the turn and there are so many people behind you just chanting
Yep.
you on to finish the
Nick,
race.
I agree with you.
Like you look at the other Mario circuits and there's just nobody. That is just
Yeah,
it's just like a
yes.
ghost town. It's like going to a Sacred Heart game versus going to like Michigan football. Like damn.
Hey, yo, don't
So
sleep on the Pioneer Rowdies, bro. They pop out.
actually recently our games have been pretty good, but I'm just making a comparison. there's more money invested into the stadium. Nah, but on a real though, I really do think this nostalgically is definitely up there for me as well. And honestly, I think I might agree with DePersio on this. I think it's gonna be bottom of B.
Dang, our first B tier category. We have nothing in B right now. I've been picking. I was just gonna go through all my B tier maps until we agreed on it because we need something in B. We have nothing in B. Um, I'm very happy
What
with
do we
that
have
final
top of C
decision.
again? What do we have top of C?
I'm gonna go through the whole thing in a second actually because I haven't in a little bit. Um,
Trying to
okay,
think about what we
so
have at top
we've
of
got.
C.
I'm gonna
But I
start
think this
F.
is a pretty cool for
F is
bottom
still
B.
blank. We have DS Yoshi Falls and SNES Mario Circuit 3 in D, and then Mario Raceway, or GameCube Mario Circuit, normal Mario Circuit, DS Desert Hills, and Delfino Square in C. Then B is Luigi Circuit just on its own. A is Koopa Cape and Mushroom Gorge, and then S is Coconut Mall and Maple Tree Way.
I'm happy with that, honestly, so far.
Charlie?
Yeah, you ready for the next one?
All right. Let's do Wario's Gold Mine.
Mm. So I feel like it's a common feeling that this map sucks because you fall off the map all the time. You got those bats in that entrance to the cave.
It's a
You got
frustrating
the
one. It's
mine
a
carts
frustrating one.
flying in. But for me, if you're good at the game and it's just not even like just the map itself is really really cool. Just the minecart aspect. One thing I did as a kid is I went on the minecart track and I drove all the way up it behind. You get a sick view. I don't know if that I'm the only one who's ever done that, but I got some good memories, some nostalgia on this map, and if you race it right, you can win. But it's a B tier for me. I'm okay with putting it lower, but I really like Warriors Gold Mine. Once you get past all the falls and stupid shit that happens on it.
I agree. I say that again. Which tier you put it in?
B.
B. Okay. I put it in A. Um, so we're pretty
Okay.
close there. I've got similar reasoning to where it's um, if you're good at the game, it's a very unique map. I mean, there's so much going on. I like the commitment to the setting. You're in a mine shaft. You've got actual mines. You've got tracks. You've got fucking high railways and bats and stuff. And yeah, it's annoying, and you do fall off a lot. Even now, I still fall off a lot. But I'm like, hey, this one is another one where like if somebody said name 5 tracks, there's a high chance you say Wario's Gold Mine. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna say Mushroom Gorge, Moo Moo Meadows. Sure, that fifth track, I could see people saying Gold Mine. It is a very recognizable known one, and I appreciate that because I also like racing it. So A for me. Kib.
I honestly, I do agree with both of you. I think this is either top of B or bottom of A.
I honestly, and
I think
I don't have a
one
strong opinion on it. I'm cool with whichever one. Just saying.
because one thing I do appreciate too is I don't know if everybody, but I have seen the crazy shortcut on this map where someone did this race in
Oh,
like
off the pipe.
15-20 seconds.
Oh
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the
yeah, that
bike.
shit's ridiculous.
And that honestly alone kind of pushes the nostalgia factor because, bro, seeing that and then there's like that like super like fast music in the background, kind of like overstimulating, you know?
Yeah, that map is
I feel
stressful.
like because of that, I think this is gonna go bottom A, to be honest.
Hmm.
Okay.
I thought people hated this map. All I know is when I'm going down that ramp up the big one onto the track, I always get bumped off, and I get
Well,
so tired.
I also could only play this map with bumpers because if I didn't, I would fall off. But
Wait. Wait. What? You can't turn. What do you mean
no,
with
like
bump?
no,
This
like
isn't
you know, like
bowling, dude.
or how do you call it? Like not literally, but
Oh
like
yeah,
like
no, on
where you
on the
can't fall off
Switch
the map.
Oh,
version
you
when
mean
you're
like
on
baby
baby.
mode?
Yeah, essentially.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about wheat here, but it's okay. I'm
Yeah,
okay with putting it.
I'm surprised. I'm Nick.
Or like,
I'm
what is the
surprised
version where
that
you can't drift?
I'm surprised that you are saying A for this, just based off
In.
you've demoted maps for having chain chomps, and this is one of the hardest maps in the game. So I'm surprised that you've put it in bottom A.
No, but there's not really a lot of on-course obstacles. It's just the fact that it's just turny and weavy. Like it's not an obstacle that's just gonna hit me for no
I
reason
feel it's just a
while I'm
skinny
driving straight.
platform. I always get bumped
Yeah.
off by like Bowser or some shit, some big dude. But A tier,
I don't
sure.
know. I feel like there's also nostalgia for me with this one where I just know that you're able to do this map very quickly if you're able to do it. So, and I also can appreciate the high skill
That's
level that
crazy.
this map can have.
Yo, you talk about chain chomps and talking about ultra shortcuts that require frame perfect inputs. I
I'm
love
gonna
that. I
throw up.
love that.
Let's just move on. I really liked that final comment, Nick. You made me laugh.
No, that's a good point.
I
The
just like
ultra
that he said the
shortcut.
people that are able to do it are able to do it. I don't know. That was good. It was a very Nick-ish thing to say. Um, okay, so let's do Game Boy Advanced Shy Guy Beach. It's a yellow one, Charlie.
I see it. I see it right at the bottom there. Shit map. Shit map. Such a bad map. It's so bad. There's nothing I can say about it that's good. You have those stupid umbrellas that when you hit them, they come down and open, and that just pisses me off. And then you got some dude trying to be Luffy shooting cannonballs at you. That drives me insane. And it's just a big circle with some parts that slow you down. So it's just like, no, nothing about this map is good. It's F tier. I hate it.
Which
Shit
one?
map.
Which one is this again?
GBA, so Game Boy Advance, you would type GBA Shy Guy Beach.
Yep. Oh, Shy
Um,
Guy.
Nick, I'm not even going to talk about the map. It's in C. Again, the C tier maps I don't fucking care about at all. Like I just put them in there because they're so middle of the road. I've got no opinion. It doesn't piss me off the way that it pisses off Charlie. You know, I kind of just race it and it is what it is. So that means there really isn't there really isn't a choice here. Technically, by following the rules, he'd have to put it in D. But Nick, because I don't give a fuck about this map, if you'd like to put it in F, I'll let you bypass the rules for this one. It's
I
up
don't
to
think
you.
I put it in F, but I do agree it's annoying. I think the also the parts of the water where the islands disconnect and just slow you down randomly if you don't have a mushroom are kind of
Shit.
annoying too.
Shit map. It's lucky to
Um,
Uh,
get deep.
I would, you know what? Nah, this. I would say this is below average. I put this in D. I wouldn't put it in C.
would you put it ahead or behind Yoshi Falls?
Uh, no, I'd put it ahead
Okay, ahead
because there's still
Yoshi
redeeming
Falls. What
factors
about
like
Mario
The
Circuit
length is
3?
pretty good.
The one with the rainbow
I
blocks
think
and
it's
the
better than that too. I think it's better than
better
that
than
too.
that? You're nutty. Crazy take.
Wait, let me look. I have to look. I have to look at the maps. I'm not a.
Well, Charlie,
No,
what do you think? Do you think it should be
that
ahead or
map's
behind of?
fucked. I think it's worse than Yoshi Falls because at least Yoshi Falls has the boosty bits,
So
more
do I.
trick points.
You know what? I think Nick, you got to pick the category. We're gonna pick the positioning for this one. We're
I
gonna put
just
it
burst.
behind. I want it to be behind Yoshi Falls as well.
Oh
So
yeah.
You're the one who put it C
Oh
tier. What
yeah.
are you
Never mind. Never
saying?
mind.
Oh, I guess you did have
No, I
Yoshi
put it
Falls
in
as well.
D.
Okay.
Yoshi Falls is in D tier for me as well. No, I'm saying it was in C tier, but now it's in D. And if it's gonna be in D, I want it at the fucking bottom of D.
Yeah, I hope I convinced you that that map is so shit.
Well, you were
I
talking
hate it.
about it, and I'm
I wouldn't
like I
say
said, I
so
already don't
shit,
have
but
an
it's not
opinion on
good.
it, and I'm saying the reason being because even though I put it in C, you put it in F, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just put it in the bottom of D then. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Fair. Okay, I'm
Um,
with it.
Thank you, Nick. Okay, let's do um Moonview Highway.
I feel like Nick's not gonna like this one because he probably gets hit by every car. But if you don't get hit by the cars, the map is really good. It's a really cool map. A cool
Oh, this
night
map.
scene.
This is a double dash. Is this a double dash map? Why do I remember it like it's more
There
like
was
that?
one similar to it in Double Dash. It was slightly different, I think. But there's cool bits where you can go on the walls, and there's, once you go on the wall, you can trick up to the ramp on the right. That's one of the most cool, spots and most unique spots in all the game. Yeah, no, I actually really like this map. A lot of people hate it, but I think it's a skill issue. Fuck the bomb cars; those always find a way to hit me. But if you can weave through the traffic, there's the cool bit where you're going through the tunnel under, hitting all the boost pads in the order. It's a techie map, but if you know how to race it, it's really fun. So I have it A tier, low A tier.
Ah, I see we've
Yeah,
reached another disagreement.
yeah, that's a hot take. I'll die by Moonview Highway though.
So Moonview, I have a bad relationship with, and I'll tell you why. So it's a 100% I've made a biased choice. It's an F tier for me. This is the first F tier that I've gone over. Look at Nick. This is the first F tier I've said, and it was because
Not that bad.
this map, and again, I'm being super biased here, but I don't care. It pisses me off. When I would play this map for Berio, it would always
Mm,
fucking ruin my win, and Luca,
mm,
my college roommate, would always pick it on purpose when it was his turn to choose because he knew that I was just not good at it playing Vireo. Playing it on its own, it was fine. Swerve out of the way of the cars. It's a different animal when you're playing Vireo, and it
Yeah, don't
used
drink
to
and drive
like
on the highway.
I just couldn't do it. And he would always beat me, and it got to the point where I just had such a bitter relationship with the map, like because he'd be picking it on purpose just to win. And so yeah, fuck that map. It's F tier for me.
I think this map has pros and cons, and frankly, I think, I think part of it is the skill issue for me. Obviously, I am not that good, and also I do hit the bomb cars pretty often, and sometimes I
Mm.
even just hit the normal cars and they still bump me. But there are still some redeeming factors, I think, to this. I feel like uh, I do like the fact that there's a lot of boosts in this map too, like especially with all the item boxes that are just kind of floating on the road when you're kind of driving. I feel like it kind of rewards you if you're able to get them. And I don't
Sure.
know. I feel like honestly, because I would say there's very high highs with this map, but there's some highs, but there's also a lot of lows. So I think I would just say C and just throw it in the average.
Where in C though exactly would you want to put it? That comes down to the question. Um,
I think it's I
like,
would
do you want
say
it ahead
like
or
the
behind of
middle
Mario
of C.
Circuits?
I would probably put it slightly behind them, honestly,
You're
because
bugging.
there's a little bit more of a uh, annoyance with this map, but I think it's just
But
probably
where did we
below
put Wario's
Mario
gold
Circuits.
mine? Where was this with Wario's gold mine? You're talking about a ultra shortcut, and now we're talking about Highway
Yeah,
being hard.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of on course
I
obstacles
told you
in
I'm
Wario's
being
Gold Mine.
biased.
This is the exact opposite.
Nick is a major proponent of these, or not proponent. He's a major hater on course obstacles.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's a good point. I can't dispute that.
Warriors Gold Mine, even though it's one of the hardest maps in the game, has no on course obstacles. So Nick is giving it a thumbs up, and that's just him. I think it's funny, but you got to respect the man's opinion. He's got gusto. He's sticking to his guts. Balls on the table.
Mm.
Um,
Okay, I don't hate that.
so
I
let's move
like the
on.
map.
Yeah,
You know what? I like
I think
that.
I
You know what I
think
mean? He has an explanation at
closer to
least.
bottom C is is fair for me. But again, what do I know?
You played the game.
What do you not know? That's the real question.
Nick, you played the game. You have an opinion here. That's all that
Obviously,
matters.
I
All
play
you
the game.
all you have to do is play the game. We still got a lot to go. We're running out of time, so we need to move faster. Let's get some of the easy ones. Moo Meadows.
I put it B tier, overrated map. It's
Shocked.
only not in C tier because cows are cool.
You told me first off. Yes, I agree. You told me that Moo Meadows was one of your like favorites. I'm surprised. Like when we first talked about
No,
this.
it's my friend Kevin. He really likes it, so I like to pick it for Kevin.
My friend Kevin.
I'd put this
Okay.
map in B, honestly.
I put it in. Wait. Let me double check mine real quick. Moving Meadows. I put it in high A.
I'd put
So
this
You
in
really
high
like
B.
cows, huh?
I mean, listen.
Big fan of
Look at they
cows.
smile like this.
They
And you
do.
know,
They are
That's
cool.
my back.
yeah, they're really cool. I don't know, man. I really fuck with the cows, so I'm gonna give that an A. It's also one of those ones where I say if you said name 5 Mario Kart Wii maps, you're gonna say Moo Moo Meadows. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna name that one. That means something to me when I'm picking these. But Nick, do you want it in A or B? Just say yes or no right
I'd
now.
put it in B. Put it in B.
In D?
In B.
Oh,
B as in broccoli.
all right. B as in Bibby.
Mm.
While I place it in the fucking spot, you can say a little something about that decision.
Who, me?
Definitely. I just think it, like Charlie said, I think it's a little overrated. I think it's a good map, but I still think there's a lot of better ones. Probably like 7 or 8 or 9 better ones.
All right, just fucking take a shit on it. Why don't you?
No, I
But I
agree.
understand. I mean, I get the overratedness. I can't be too harsh. This is the safe space after all.
It is the safe space.
So your opinion matters. I definitely care about it a lot.
Yo, fuck you, yo. Shitty ass NSNES map. Putting it A tier. You're smoking.
I didn't put it A tier, you nut.
Oh, you put it B tier. Still way
Um,
too high.
did I put it
Map
B
me.
tier? Yeah, I put it B tier. All right, let's do SNES Ghost Valley 2.
F.
Yes, put it F2. It's at the very bottom. It's my least favorite map in the whole game.
Oh, this map sucks. I hate
Bro,
this
It
map.
did you
sucks.
look it up, Nick?
Yeah, I did. It's
It's actually
disgusting.
so fucking ass. I don't even want to listen. Tell me if you agree or disagree. I don't even want to do it the justice or the respect of talking about it. I just want to say it's
No.
F and move
Yeah,
on.
let's just skip.
Fuck this
It's
map.
just dark
Worst
and
map in the game.
disgusting.
It should have never been in it. They should have never put it in Switch. It's ass.
Ground literally is this whole map.
Great. I'm actually so happy we all agree on that. That is a perfect
Nice.
unanimous. It's also our first thing in F tier.